And this was the Hornets pulling into the arena. A lot of the guys dressed in their very best. Now they turn their attention toward picking up a win in enemy territory. So the Hornets win the tip. Here's ball. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. They've got Kevin Huerter. Grant is out there with Griffin. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Turner in its center, locking down the middle. And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. Gobert with it. Back to Conley. Shot clock at 6. To the wing right side. Towns for 3. Here's Gobert, and the basket is good.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
It's stolen by Gobert. Now here's Conley. He's defended by Huerter. Griffin against Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
It's Edwards on the wing. He's defended by Huerter. Edwards can't hit.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Conley against Ball from outside the arc. Good on the triple. Ball's got 5 points so far.
You know, if LaMelo shoots it at a high clip from deep, man, oh man, I don't know how anybody's going to guard it.
And here's Edwards. His last outing, he had 8 points. Outside, Towns. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
When Gobert goes up, he gets up. Hair time to spare as he slams the putback home.
Here's Griffin. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Edwards looking it over. Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
A free throw drops for Gobert. And coming down the stretch here, Greg, a lot left to decide, especially for teams on the playoff bubble.
And Kevin, the play-in tournaments add another level of complexity. I'll say this, the league now has more teams fighting all the way to the end.
Now here's Griffin. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Ball from long range. Mike Conley with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And that's a foul called on A.J. Griffin. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. Here's Noel. He's covered by Ball. 6 to shoot. Noel passes to Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here, and it goes down 2 points. It's a tie ball game.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. To the middle. Here's Towns. The Hornets pull it in.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding.
2 minutes.
Noel passes to McDaniels. Kicks it to Towns. Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Turner. Off target from the baseline.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Beyond the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Nick Richards comes in for Griffin. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Ball. 1:19 left here in the opening quarter. Grant in the post, guarded by Prince.
Quick and smart, Prince finds all kinds of ways to disrupt shooters.
Anderson outside. Four on the shot clock. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to Grant. Now Caruso. Over Edwards. Here's Richards. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Reed kicks to Anderson. Here's Noel. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Reed. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And that one, good.
And, you know, DeMarcus Cousins is used to playing through contact. I mean, he's excellent at overwhelming the defense with his strength.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the act. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Anderson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Conley. And it's Noel. And it's shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Already in his career, we've seen the numerous ways in which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package.
Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's McDaniels in for Taurean Prince. The Hornets also with a sub. Kevin Huerter. He's checked in for Alex Caruso. Noel passes to Towns. Shoots from the elbow. And he hits the jump shot. Ball's got the lead up to 8 now for Charlotte.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Gobert, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
There's the pass to Gobert. That's tipped. Griffin with the steal. To the paint. And Turner throws it down.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
Kicks to Conley. Now McDaniels. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Gobert.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
The kick out to Ball. Three-pointer. And it's the Hornets another three.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
The Timberwolves shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Towns. From past the arc. That shot missing. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month. The Hornets #1.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Conley. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve. And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Here's Herter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Herter's got 8 points here in this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Edwards in for Mike Conley. The Hornets also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Jeremy Grant comes in for Griffin. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kevin Herter. Sinks the triple.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Pass to Turner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Reed the pass to Noel. 6 on the shot clock. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Passes it to Turner. Ball feeling it out a bit. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ball's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Prince, and the rejection by Cousins.
Well, I love when Cousins uses his reach and strength to stymie shooters. Nice positioning on defense there.
Here's Noel. He's got 5. And here's Anderson for 3. They get the rebound. Reed gets the bucket.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Ball dishes to Cousins. launches it, and it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Inside, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Noel passes to Anderson. He kicks to Prince. Just 5 on the clock. That one a little long. Hornets leading by 15. Outside Turner. Ball against Edwards. Ball no good. Launches a 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
And he nails the third. Now here's Herter. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And that, my friends, is a dagger on the way to the locker room. That three-pointer stings when it comes right at the end of the half.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets.
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problems.
Next up, let's see what's going on in the Rookie of the Year race. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
On the court for the Hornets, Jeremy Grant is out there with Griffin. And there's Miles Turner. Then it's Kevin Herter. And it's Ball in at the point guard position.
Boy, he's an incredible ball handler at 6'7". LaMelo can get space for his shot practically anytime he wants to.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Rob. Herter kicks to Grant. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Anthony Edwards. The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
Conley finds Gobert. Back to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. 4 on the clock. Fires the 3. And it's Conley that time on the assist from Edwards. Edwards got his 3rd assist on the night. Grant dishes the ball. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Conley the pass to Edwards. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Oh, good on the 3.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And the pass to Towns. Shoots over Ball. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Charlotte leading by 15.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. From the line, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Conley's got 5 points so far.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. Young fella's got some pretty good hops on him.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Lets it go with the three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
McDaniels passes to Conley. Towns a screen on Ball. And Grant sends it back.
Well, he's an incredible athlete. You can just see that, using his vertical and his reach on the defensive end. Outstanding block.
Minnesota calls timeout. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. And then for Charlotte, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Miles Turner. Alex Caruso comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Ball. The shot's good from Griffin. Griffin's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Prince, the pass to Reed. Rubio finds Grant. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Pass to Noel to end the run. And they recover it. And Towns throws it down.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a lack of effort from Towns on the glass. He is a glass eater and keeps possessions alive for his team.
And Rubio kicks to Grant. Back to Rubio. Charlotte moving the ball around. They get it back. Richards uses the glass to finish the layup.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Grant surveying the D. Lets the three fly. Unable to get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Towns. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Grant for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Grant's got 10 points in just the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
36 seconds left to play in the third. Towns a screen on Griffin. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. And it's Towns missing.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
From deep. Griffin's shot is off. Anderson outside. Dishes it to Towns. Right wing. Here's Noel. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Rivers out there with Taurean Prince. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Alexander Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And in today's NBA, there are more and more female coaches than ever before. And, Clark, that extends to the front office, too.
Kevin, I think it's a trend that will continue. I mean, the NBA and society realizing that diversity in all of its forms is a real strength. And the growth of the women's game producing some outstanding coaching and front office candidates.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Knight. McDaniels comes in for Austin Rivers. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Ball no good. Timberwolves trail by 20. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's Alexander Walker. Gobert with it. Pass to Alexander Walker. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Ball dishes to Turner. Back to Ball. Clark, when you were playing, social media wasn't a thing. Now that you see it through your eyes, how has that changed the game?
I think it's changed it exponentially, and in many ways it's been good in terms of more people being able to be connected. You can expose more people to more of the beauty of the game. For marketing, I think it's terrific when you talk about video clips and all of the different kinds of content you can create and share globally around the game. The challenge, though, for the players is making sure that they keep the main thing, keep first things first, and not allow the noise of the internet and social media to be a distraction.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, LaMelo Ball.
Well, he has absolutely been ferocious in this one. Right from the opening tip, I mean, he's made his presence felt. It's been impressive watching him outwork and out-hustle everybody during this game.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Rubio, the pass to Herter. Towns with the steal. Conley against Ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Passes it to Gobert. Over to the left wing. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Hornets leading by 17. Ball from long range. A three-pointer is right on target. Ball's got 11 in the second half.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Conley gets the bucket.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Edwards with the stuff.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Grant with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. And Ball slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Offensive rebound. Charlotte's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Charlotte moving the ball around. Grant finds Ball. There's the triple. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Rubio against Edwards. And with the internet and social media, players Clark have so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. Player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than bad when you think about the platform of social media. Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense
for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
They simply refused to let their opponent off the hook in either game this season. And that's why they're going to finish up the year with a 2-0 record in the season series against Minnesota.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LaMelo Ball.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
The pass to Herter. The tray misses there. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were, all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.